If you have an HD Home Run, you're probably familiar with the HDHomeRun DVR service. As you may know, it costs $35 per year to have that service, but I found an alternative way of not having to pay that $35 per year and to get the DVR service. Stay tuned. What's going on? My name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you have an interest in technologies or DIY videos, please be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. So I have HD Home Run. I've had it for several years now. And when they introduced their DVR service, I was kind of curious about it, but having to pay $35 on top of already buying the device seemed a little bit extra. So I've looked into what that DVR server was and tried to find out a way that I could get that same DVR functionality without having to pay the $35. So without further ado, let's go to the computer and I'll explain how I did it. Alright, so here at the computer, if you go to the Silicon Desk's website, and you can look more information about their DVR service, and you can see that it has a whole lot of detail about it, and basically allows you to record directly from TV show, your TV or your phone or whatever other device that you're using to watch. It also allows you to pause and record. So the thing about the DVR service, on this particular page, it outlines the additional subscriptions features that you get. You get 14 days of the programming guide. In addition, you get to schedule and record live TV, but it costs you $35 a month. But I kind of wanted this same functionality, but for free. So here's what I found out how to do it. So on your local network, you need to go to your HD Home Run device. You either type in the IP address in your browser. I have a host name mapped to my HD Home Run device, so that's how I'm able to not type my IP address in. So find the channel that you want to record, and so I'm going to take this channel here, WSFA, which is the NBC affiliate for my area. And if you notice, there are the channel numbers are highlighted as links, and if I click this link, it's going to open or attempt to open VLC to play the video file, but I'm going to cancel out that because I don't want to actually do it. What I do want to do is to right click on that link. I want to copy the link location. Then I'm going to go to my terminal window, resize this. And right now I'm going to show you there's nothing in that particular directory. And so there is a command on Ubuntu and in Linux called timeout. So what this command does is it runs a given executable, so a command, for a specified duration, and if it's still running after that duration has elapsed, then it will close the program. And so the duration can be specified in seconds, minutes, hours, or days. And if you want other than seconds, you have to use the suffix as it mentions here. All right, so with that piece of knowledge, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. So going to do timeout and do 5 seconds. I could do a longer recording, but just for the sake of demonstrations, we'll stick with 5. Then I want to run wget, and the reason I'm using wget is because this is the video stream is according to the computer, it sees it as a internet file or downloadable file. So wget will retrieve that, and I'm going to paste the URL that I copied from the browser into the terminal, and then I'm going to use the uppercase O as the output file argument, and going to name the output file as tvrecording.mp4. And so if I run this, you'll see it's spitting out a little bit of output, and 5 seconds later it is now done. And if I do ls, you'll see I have a TV recording.mp4 file. And so if I go into my desktop, and as you see here, the file has the thumbnail of the video, and if I play it, it actually opens VLC and the recording that it has. And so that's essentially how you record a TV show. So if you have a 30-minute show, you'll set that to 30M. If it's an hour-long show, you set it to 1H. And then you put this command here into a cron job. So do cron tab, let me copy this first. So do cron tab -E to edit. And so let's say I want to record the 12 o'clock news. So in my cron tab, I'm going to put 0 for the minute, 12 for the hour, and I want to record it every day. Now, there's a chance the news may not be on at 12 on the weekend, and that's a chance you take for putting it this way. If you know the news does not come on the weekend, you actually can go and change this to only record on Monday through Friday. But I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put the command in here, and I'm putting it in parentheses for the sake of it may or may not do correct if it's not in parentheses. And that actually needs to be on that line. Okay. And one other thing you want to do, you also want to be sure that you use the full path to these programs. So timeout and wget. So in order to find out the full path, you can do which timeout and then do which wget. And so as you see, both of these are in USR/bin. So I'm gonna go back to my cron tab and do USR/bin/timeout and USR/bin/wget. And so to explain it in full detail now, you also want to put this output file wherever you want it to go. Give the full path. Desktop/mp4. Okay, so to run through this full details of this particular cron job, so we want to start on the 0 minute of the 12 hour every day. That's what these 3 asterisks represent. And we want to run the command user bin timeout 5s user bin wget with the URL to the stream that we got from the HDHomeRun, and put that stream into an output file located on my desktop in a MP4. And if you want to, you can also log this into a log file. I don't really recommend that you have to do this because that log file, depending on the length of the show, can get really long. So what I'm gonna do is actually put this into dev/null so that it does not create an output file. And then I want to put the standard error and the standard output into the dev/null. So basically I have no recollection of it running. And then all you gotta do is close and save your cron tab. And if you've done everything correctly, you can go back and do cron tab -L, and you'll see that your cron job is here. And so there are similar ways of doing cron tab on Windows. They actually call it schedule task or task scheduler. The commands that you may need to run will probably be slightly different. I'm not sure if there's a specified version of wget in Windows, but you can use curl in Windows to be able to achieve the same functionality. And then with the timeout, you can actually, there's an option in the schedule task that allows you to terminate that task if it runs more than a specified duration. So that's how you achieve the same thing in Windows. I'll probably do another video on that on Windows in the future. So if you have any questions, please be sure to reach out, drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget you can subscribe to me or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at almostengr. And until the next video, peace out.